Hello friends of Sudoku, welcome to a Sudoku.com expert level puzzle. That is Sudoku.com's classification, not mine. There's a 379 blocking over here, so these three squares must be a 379. And since there's a 7 and a 9 blocking here, it is clear that a 3 must go here and a 7 and a 9 must go here and also up here. So 7 and a 9 here, that means that these must be a 4, 6, and an 8. If they are a 4, 6, and an 8, then these must be a 1, 2, and a 5. So we have a 2 here, and we have a 2 here, and we have a 2 up here somewhere. A 5 up here and a 5 here, so one of these is a 5. We got a couple of 8s plugging up, so these two squares could be 8s. 379 blocking over, 39 blocking up. So a 3 and a 9 must go in two of these four squares. And the 3, of course, must go in one of these two because we have a 3 blocking over as well. The 3 must go down here somewhere because remember that these are 7 and a 9. We still need to find a 3, 4, 5, and an 8. So one of these is a 3 for sure. And that means that this square must be a 3. So now we got two 3s blocking over and we got a 3 blocking up, making this a 3. 3 blocking down, 3 blocking up, 3 blocking over, and a 3 blocking over. Here's another 3 for us. Now, these four squares are candidates for a 3, but I can't place them yet. But we do have some 7s blocking across here, and one 7 blocking down. So this square must be a 7. Now one of these must be a 7. A 4 must go here or here, and therefore here or here. There is another way how we can spot what goes in these three squares. If we look at these 4 digits, a 1, 2, 3, and a 5, they need to go somewhere in this row up here, and they clearly can't go in these 3 squares. So we have a 3 already, so the only digits that we are concerning ourselves with is a 1, 2, and a 5, and they have to go here. So this is just another way of quickly ascertaining whether a digit can go up here or not. I believe that I mentioned that a 4 must go in one of these two squares. We have a couple of 3s as well, so these two squares must be a 3, 4 pair.
Nice pair.
And that leaves only 3 digits to be found up here, namely a 2, 5, and a 6. We do have a 6 and a 5 in the row, so the 2 is forced into this square here. And these now must be 5 and a 6. We know that one of these squares must be a 9 because this square is blocked by this 9, this square is blocked by this 9. So a 9 must go in one of these two squares. And if we look across the entire row, we can see that we still need to find a 1, 7, 8, and a 9. There's a 1 and an 8 and a 9 observing this square. Therefore, this must be a 7. We know that one of these had to be a 7, right? Now that we have the 7 in this row, the 7 must go up here, and that gives us a 7 and a 9 here, because we discussed that already, right? The 9 blocking up and this 9 blocking across gives us a 9, like so. We still need to find a 1, 9, and an 8 for these squares here. Let's begin by looking at the 1, 9. A 1 and a 9 block up here, and a 1 and a 9 block across here. So these are 1s and 9s, and therefore this must be an 8. And this must also be an 8. 3 squares left up here to find, namely a 1, which, by the way, is forced into this square, and these two now must be a 2 and a 5. We got a 5 in the column, making this a 2 and this a 5, and therefore this must be a 5 and this must be the 6. And this square is a 6 because it's the last digit in the row. A 4 and a 2 up here. So 2 squares left here, and they must be a 6 and a 4. And I can't place them yet. across this row here, we need to find a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 6 here. So this is a 4 or a 5. There's a 1, 4, 5 here. So this is a 2 or a 6. That is not very easy.
That's not easy, is it?
So I need to dig a little deeper and find some creativity, which is not really my strong suit, I have to say.
Creative. Yes, he's so creative.
But we know that a 7 must go in this square because all of these are blocked, and so is this. So a 7 is here. So much for creativity. That makes this a 9 and this is 7, right? And therefore this must be a 9. And all of a sudden we have all the 7s for this grid. I distinctly remember talking about the 8 blocking down here and the 8 blocking over here. So one of these two must be an 8, and therefore one of these two must be an 8. Now we have this 8 blocking down. We know that this is an 8. And that gives us an 8 for this square here. The two others now must be a 6 and a 4. We have a 6 blocking down, so the 4 goes here and the 6 here. That was painless. Now a 6 must go down here somewhere, and these two must be a 3 and a 5. We got a 3 in the row, so the 5 goes here and the 3 here. We got two 3s blocking across here now and a couple of 3s blocking down. So this is a 3, and therefore this is a 4. We know that because we analyzed it. The 4 blocks over here and this 4 blocks down, making this a 4. And one of these now must be a 4. And since this square is blocked by this 4, we know that a 4 must go in one of these 3 squares in this box here. And this happens to be the exact square where it goes. This is now a 2 and a 6. So a 1, 2, 5, I still can't do much with that. But what about these now? A 4, 6, 8. Well, the 6 blocks down, so that's easy. This is a 6, and the 8 blocks over, so the 8 must go here, and therefore this must be the 4, making a 4 out of this square and a 2 out of this. I think that looks right. Time will tell. 1 here and a 5. These two must be a 5 and a 4. We got a 4 blocking down, so the 5 goes here and the 4 here. Now we got all the 3s, 4s, and 7s. But a 5 would be nice, wouldn't it? 5 blocks down, 5 blocks over, so 5 goes down here, and therefore one of these must be a 5, and this 5 blocks, so this is a 5. Didn't I find some other digit that had to go down here, or was I just dreaming that? I think I was, no, I was thinking about a 1. 1 has to go here or here, because we have a 1 blocking down and 1 blocking over. And because one of these must be a 1, and we have a 1 blocking here, we have found our 1 for row 8, and also now for row 3. And this therefore must be a 9. The 9 blocks down, and we got 9 blocking over, making this a 9. These two must be a 2 and a 6 now. And I don't know what to do with that information, so that will have to wait a bit. This is also a 2 and a 6 here. There must be something clever that we can do.
Why doesn't he do something
For
clever?
example, looking at these 3 squares, there must be a 2, 5, and an 8. So we got an 8 blocking here, we got an 8 blocking here, so this must be the 8. This is now a 2, 5. We do have a 5 in the row though, so the 2 goes here and the 5 goes up here. And this 2 now forces a 2 to go here, and this must be the 6. 3 squares here, 1, 6 and a 5. 5 blocks over, 5 blocks over, 5 blocks down, 5 goes here. This is a 1, 6. We got a 1 blocking over, 6 therefore goes here and 1 here. And this now must be a 6 as well as must this. This must be a 2, and therefore this is a 2. This is also a 2. The last digit in this puzzle goes here, and it is a 1. There you go, an expert puzzle by Sudoku.com. Quite enjoyable, at least for me. I hope also for you. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.